Welcome back to the channel, Ultimate Explorers. Today, we're diving into something that sounds impossible. A $100 billion floating city that isn't science fiction, it's real. By 2050, hundreds of millions of people in coastal cities could be hit hard by rising sea levels and increased flooding. For decades, our main solution has been to build higher walls, fighting a slow, losing battle against the ocean. We've always treated the water like an enemy we have to hold back. But what if the answer isn't to fight the water, but to float on top of it? This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is the story of a revolutionary floating city concept that's backed by some serious players. It's a UN-supported design for a metropolis engineered to withstand a hurricane, generate its own power, grow its own food, and maybe even redefine human civilization. This is the vision for OCEANIX Busan, a potential blueprint for our future. The problem is getting worse, and it's happening faster than most of us think. Around the world, roughly 2/3 of all megacities are near a coast, and they're facing a huge threat. Flooding is already causing billions of dollars in damage, creating millions of climate refugees, and just straight up swallowing the land we live on. Cities like Jakarta are sinking so fast that Indonesia is being forced to move its entire capital. Miami now gets sunny day flooding during high tides. For the roughly 40% of the world's population living within 100 kilometers of a coast, this isn't some distant problem. It's a danger knocking at the door. For years, we've tried to fight back by reclaiming land from the sea, dumping mountains of sand into the ocean to create more space. But that's a temporary fix that has wrecked marine ecosystems. The sea is rising, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop. So, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Instead of fighting the water, a team of visionaries is asking us to learn to live with it. That bold idea led to a major partnership between UN Habitat, the South Korean city of Busan, and a blue tech company called OCEANIX. Together, they've laid out a plan for the world's first prototype of a sustainable, resilient floating city. Now, to be clear, they aren't physically building it just yet, but it's a fully engineered concept that could change everything we thought we knew about what a city could be. So, let's take a tour of the concept for OCEANIX Busan. Planned for the coast of one of South Korea's biggest port cities, this project is designed to be a new frontier for humanity. And this isn't meant to be some luxury resort for the super rich. It's pitched as a serious solution for survival and sustainability. Unveiled at a United Nations roundtable, it's one of the first government-supported prototype designs meant to tackle the climate crisis head-on. So what would it look like? Picture a cluster of interconnected platforms floating in rhythm with the sea. The initial prototype design features 3 main platforms linked by bridges, covering about 15.5 acres. While the long-term vision is for a community of around 12,000 people, the initial prototype would start smaller. But the real genius is in its shape. Each platform is a hexagon, a design borrowed from beehives for its strength and efficiency. These hexagonal neighborhoods are each planned for a specific purpose. One for living, one for research, and one for lodging with shops and restaurants. The city wouldn't just float. It's designed to live and breathe with the ocean. The design calls for the platforms to be anchored to the seabed with a flexible system, allowing them to rise and fall with the tides. This would make the entire city essentially flood-proof. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. But the most incredible part isn't just that it's designed to float. It's the plan for how it would sustain itself. The vision for OCEANIX Busan is a completely self-sufficient ecosystem. The engineering behind OCEANIX Busan is where the blueprint gets really ambitious. This isn't just about putting buildings on a giant raft. It's about trying to create a living system that works with nature. First up, how does a floating city handle a hurricane? The design goal is resilience. The plan is for the interconnected platforms to withstand major natural disasters, with some reports even citing a target of Category 5 hurricane resistance. All buildings are designed to be under 7 stories tall, which creates a low center of gravity for stability against high winds. And with its special anchoring system, the whole city would simply rise with a storm surge. But the real revolution is the goal of a closed-loop city, based on 6 integrated systems. First, energy. The city is designed with a net zero energy goal. The plan is to generate 100% of the power it needs on-site through floating and rooftop solar panels. Second, water. It would have closed-loop water systems, treating and recycling all wastewater and collecting rainwater to make sure not a drop is wasted. Third, food. Forget shipping food from thousands of miles away. The vision for OCEANIX includes producing food right there through high-tech greenhouses and hydroponic systems. Below the platforms, the city would even try to regenerate marine life using Biorock, a material that uses a small electrical current to help grow artificial coral reefs, creating a new habitat for seaweed and seafood that could also help clean the water. Fourth, waste. The goal is to be a near-zero waste community, where most everything is recycled, composted, or repurposed. Fifth, mobility. The platforms themselves are designed to be largely car-free. It's built for walking and cycling, with shared electric vehicles for any longer trips. You'd get between platforms by bridge or boat, creating a truly maritime community. And finally, habitat regeneration. This city doesn't just want to avoid harming the ocean, it aims to actively heal it. The Biorock reefs and seaweed farms could create new ecosystems and boost biodiversity. Even the proposed construction is innovative. The platforms would be built from durable materials on land and then towed out to sea, which would make the process faster and less disruptive to the ocean environment. While the main platforms would be concrete-based, the buildings on top would use sustainable materials, including mass timber and bamboo, which has a high strength-to-weight ratio and can be grown with a very low carbon footprint. Of course, a project this ambitious is guaranteed to face some monumental challenges. Early estimates put the prototype's cost at around $200 million, and scaling it up for more people would require huge investment and political will. And as you might expect for a project that's trying to rewrite the rules, it has hit some hurdles. The initial plan to have a prototype ready by 2025 has been missed. Reports now suggest the timeline has slipped, and physical construction hasn't started yet. Engineers still have to solve huge problems, from preventing saltwater corrosion over decades to managing waste in a truly closed system. And then you have the human questions. Who gets to live here? How does a community like this govern itself? The project's backers are clear. This isn't supposed to be some exclusive paradise. It's meant to be a scalable model for coastal communities everywhere, especially those facing displacement from climate change. The idea is for the first residents to be a mix of people from Busan, creating a community with strong local roots. This first prototype will be a living laboratory, a place to test and perfect the technologies that could one day power floating cities all over the world. While early reports mentioned OCEANIX was in talks with other governments, the focus for now is on the Busan concept. This isn't just a one-off mega project. It's a blueprint designed to be copied and adapted globally. OCEANIX Busan is more than an engineering marvel. It represents a profound shift in how we think about our planet. For centuries, we've built our world assuming the land is permanent and the ocean is something to be conquered. This project flips that idea on its head. It suggests our future might not be about dominating nature, but about adapting to it with some truly radical innovation. If a prototype like this proves successful, it could offer a potential lifeline to the hundreds of millions of people whose homes are threatened by rising tides. It offers a vision of a modular city that can grow over time, from a small community to a thriving metropolis. It imagines a future where our cities aren't just resource hogs, but are regenerative ecosystems. A future where our urban centers could actually improve the health of the ocean. This floating city forces us to ask a big question. What if our cities could be as dynamic and resilient as nature itself? The journey of OCEANIX Busan is really just beginning, and the world is watching. It's a bold, audacious gamble on a new way of life, born from necessity and fueled by imagination. It's proof that the solutions to our biggest problems are often found when we dare to think beyond the shore and look to the sea. As we face the hard realities of a changing climate, projects like OCEANIX Busan are no longer just cool ideas. They're becoming critical conversations. What do you think? Are floating cities the future for humanity, or a fascinating but impractical dream? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on the incredible ideas and technologies shaping our future, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what we have coming up next.